softest smile, except the creep.
Hi everybody! Welcome to The Colors of Beauty by Elle. I'm Isabel. Welcome back, and welcome to another car vlog. Welcome all my new subscribers. And I'm doing a car vlog today. I am going to take my mom and my dad out today. I'm gonna take them to, they built a new Michael's by her house. Well, it's kind of by her house. Just a couple of miles away really from her house, but my dad can't drive that much anyways anymore, so I'm gonna take both of them because my mom wants to go to Michael's and look at the yarn. She likes to crochet, but she's gotten a little bit away from it since her stroke. But she, you know, I don't say anything to her, of course, you know. I just tell her you can do it. You know, if she wants, I buy her yarn. I buy her some yarn and she doesn't use it, then whatever. It's okay. But that's where I'm heading off to today. I hope you guys are doing well. I feel like I haven't done a car vlog in a while. You know, my hair is wonky today. I put it up because it's really humid today. Because it's been a little rainy here. But it gets really, it just, you know, because summer's not over yet, so it gets a little bit humid. So I put my hair up, and that way it doesn't get all over, because I got my curls in the back. They're all like like ding. Oh my gosh, there have been so many things happening here. I mean, in the news, you know, I'm sure you guys have probably heard, if you're like from, you know, from a different state than I am, like so many things. It's horrible. Like, for example, yesterday they were doing a car chase because 3 guys robbed a, I don't know if it was a bank. Was it a bank? Or I think it was. They robbed a bank, and they had a car chase all the way down, you know, the freeway, and then the guys like dropped off the money. Like, they went behind. You could see it in the news. You know, it looked like he dropped something in this alley, but allegedly it was supposed to be like the money or something like that. I don't know. But there was a lot of undercover police officers, and they caught them. You know, so I'm glad they did that. Because it's like, what are you thinking? You think that they're not gonna, like, catch you? You know what I mean? You don't think that with all the technology we have nowadays, and I don't know. They think that they're not gonna get caught. Hello, McFly. And what else happened yesterday? And then there was a stabbing at one of the prisons here in Arizona. I guess allegedly there was 3 inmates that stabbed a correctional officer. I mean, that's pretty scary. I mean, you know, it's really scary to work in a prison, because you gotta, like, to me, I think it would be really super scary, because you've got, anyways, allegedly they stabbed, like, a guard, at the prison, and like stabbed him like a bunch of times with you know, 3 guys or something like that. That's awful. Oh my goodness. He's gonna be okay from what I read. But that's really crazy. That's crazy. And then there was a road rage. People are crazy in this town. Some lady, I don't know if what, you know, how old she was, but I guess some lady was in her car, and some person was road raging, and she got on the phone calling 911, and then while she was on the phone talking to the dispatcher, the guy shot her. Yeah, he drove by her vehicle and shot her dead. Isn't that crazy? Oh my God, it's nuts here, people, nuts. No wonder I'm nuts. But I mean, that happened all in like one day, in a 24-hour period. Isn't that weird? I mean, I'm sure there was other crimes too, but those were the ones that were like in the news and stuff, you know, that were big. It's just, but I guess that's what you know, I mean, with the city, Arizona is a big state, and it's got and Phoenix is a big city. So I live in a little town outside of Phoenix, but I'm glad I don't live there anymore. I used to live over there. But talking about road rage, it's story time. I should make a little jingle, huh? It's story time. Okay, so there was one time, okay, when I first moved out here in these parts, there was now they're expanding the road, okay, but before then, I was coming out of Walmart, okay, so they got this little road, like out to, you know, from Walmart, and so I was on the little road, and then it merges to one lane on that side, okay, so you got your little outlet, you know, and then the big road, okay, and it's only one road, one way there. Or, you know what I mean? One road. One lane. I'm sorry. One lane. I'm trying to give you a picture here. Anyways, I was coming out of Walmart, and nobody would let me merge in. Like, I was trying to merge in. Okay, so I was so running out of space. And then when you run out of space, it's like you just run out of space, right? You can't. So I was going, and then, so I got next to this car, and like, I sped up a little bit so that I could get in, because there was a space between his and the guy in front of him. So I tried to get in, and he scooted up, and I'm like, and he looks at me, and he just, like, you know, throws me the finger, and I was like, what am I supposed to do, dude? So so he's like got all mad, because he's like, you're gonna hit my car, whatever. I wasn't gonna hit his car, okay? So I kind of just stopped for just for a second. You know how you stop, because you ran out of room, you stop. So then I got behind him, and I was like, oh my gosh. So then he got so pissed, because he thought that I was like saying stuff to him, like road raging or whatever, and I totally wasn't. I was just like, whatever, you know. And he's like throwing me the finger out the window, you know, saying all kinds of horrible things to me. Well, I'll tell you. I mean, I don't know. I guess I can't, but because I guess we can't do that anymore on YouTube. But it was horrible. He was just saying all kinds of nasties, you know, F you, you know, and blah blah. So then I got pissed off. I was like, oh hell no, you know. So then I was like, what the heck? So then I threw him the birdie back, you know, because this was going on for like at least like a half a mile. Okay, he was just like saying things to me and being mean to me, and then he would stop his car and so that I could run into his back end, and then not realizing, this stupid jerk, that there were people behind me because it was only one road or one way, you know, just one lane, and people would hit me and I would hit him, and it's like, so then I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like, go, because people are behind me waiting to go, you know. And what does he do? The man, he stops the car, he gets out of his vehicle, comes to my window, and he tells me, he says, get out. I'm like looking at him like, what? I'm like, oh heck no, I'm not stupid. I'm not gonna get out so that you can, like, you know, hit me or shoot me or whatever. And he's like, get out. He goes, get out, I'll send you back to Mexico, you know. And he's calling me all kinds of horrible names, you know, and just saying bad things about my color, and being Hispanic. And he was just like, I'm gonna, you know, and he's like, I'm gonna kick your ass, you know, I'm gonna kill you, kick your ass. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So people behind me started honking because they saw that he was being, you know, a little, that's an understatement, violent. So then he goes back to his car and he's still doing that. And I guess the lady, I knew there was a lady behind me because she was in a truck, and she was, you know, I was looking at her in the rear mirror, and she called 911, and the guy was still like road raging on me. He was still, and so then it becomes so then it goes. The lane was one way that way and one way this way. So you see this cop, he gets in front of me, gets behind the guy, and gets really close to him. And the guy just like was like, oh, you know. Then he realized, oh crap, you know. So the guy turned and the cop turned. The police officer followed him. And I was just really relieved that he let me alone. Isn't that awful? That was like, so that was, I was road raged on. Oh, that's pretty scary. I'm thinking, really, even out here in the boonies, I get road raged? You know, that's ridiculous. You know, when everybody is like, so like, I don't know. This guy was clearly racist, in my opinion, because he was calling me all kinds of bad names, and he has to go to anger management or something, because he's like, oh, I don't know. So I couldn't call my husband because certain things, not gonna, you know. And then and so I'm like, okay, who can I call? So I called my brother. So, because I have four older brothers, and I called my brother and I said, Brother Bear, because I call all my brothers Brother Bears. I go, Brother Bear, where are you? And he says, I'm over in such and such a place. I'm like, oh. So he heard my voice and he goes, what's the matter? And then I proceed to tell him, and he's like, I'll be right there. I go, no, you're too far. You can't come. You know, you're at a job, because my brother has his own business. And I says, no. I says, I'm fine. You know, he says, did you get the license plate or whatever? I'm like, yeah, but, you know, there was a police officer after him, so he goes, are you sure you want me, you don't want me to come over or whatever? I go, no, I'm fine. I just needed I just wanted somebody to talk to, because I was like really scared, for my life, because this guy was totally like gonna like beat me up, like harm me. So it was scary. Yeah. So that's my road rage story. Oh my gosh. People are crazy. So don't road rage. It's not good for you. So I'm wearing these shorts that I got from New York and Company, and I absolutely love them. I bought me a few of the same style shorts. Sorry about the glare. I'm getting into the sun now, so I'm sorry about that. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah. So I bought these shorts from NYC or NC something and Company. NYC? Is it NYC or NC? Anyways, and I love them, and I bought me several pairs, but there was like a couple of pair only that I got that are just, I don't know, they're wonky or something, because they've got the little hooks instead of buttons for your, to snap or whatever. They have these little hooks, like they're flat, and they're, like they got, the little thing like this on one side, and then the little clasp like this for the other side. And they just, there's two of them that don't work very well, because they're all like kind of loose. And I tried to tighten them up, but for some reason they just don't tighten. And I don't like that, because I can't open them. I can't shut them. If I shut them, they keep opening when I sit, because they kind of like just get loose or something. So I think I'm going to have to replace them with buttons on my sewing machine and make a buttonhole. I guess I shall let you go at this juncture. And I hope you guys have a beautiful, colorful day. Don't forget to subscribe, comment down below. Have you ever had road rage on you? Have you ever had anybody road rage you? Or like threaten your life or anything? That's pretty scary, right? Yeah, comment down below and let me know, because yeah, that way I won't feel alone. Anyways, you guys, I'll talk to you later, and yeah, subscribe.